Ladies and gentlemen, the commanding officers of Company M and Company N, Captain Mercer and Captain LaValle. The new Marines carrying the platoon guidons have been selected as the honor graduates for their platoons. They will now retire their guidons.
Personnel to be awarded! Center! March!
Breathe in! Got him! Order! Got him!
The platoon guidons that are about to be retired have been the identification flags of each platoon throughout recruit training. To each, the guidon is a symbol of spirit, dedication, teamwork, and unit identity.
Retire the guidons!
Forward! Back!
Lieutenant Colonel Barnett, the commanding officer of the 3rd Recruit Training Battalion, will present the High PFT and Honor Graduate Awards. He is accompanied by Sergeant Major Logan, the 3rd Recruit Training Battalion Sergeant Major. We would like to thank the Marine Corps Association for providing the awards today. Please hold your applause until after all the awards have been presented. The most physically fit Marine of Company N with a combined PFT and the CFT score of 599 points out of a possible 600 points is PFC Vega from Platoon 4006. The honor graduate for Platoon 3016 is PFC Otoki from Jackson, Georgia. PFC Otoki was recruited by Sergeant Gigliotti. The honor graduate for Platoon 3017 is PFC Eccles from Hampton, Virginia. PFC Eccles was recruited by Staff Sergeant Fleming. The honor graduate for Platoon 3018 is PFC Van Buskirk from Clarkston, Michigan. PFC Van Buskirk was recruited by Sergeant Momini. The honor graduate for Platoon 3020 is PFC Goulart from Morgantown, West Virginia. PFC Goulart was recruited by Sergeant Seguin. The honor graduate for Platoon 3021 is PFC Carter from Charlestown, West Virginia. PFC Carter was recruited by Sergeant Cameron. PFC Carter is also the most physically fit Marine of Company M with a combined PFT and CFT score of 600 points out of a possible 600 points. The Company M honor graduate is PFC Lada of Platoon 3022 from Pasadena, Maryland. PFC Lada was recruited by Staff Sergeant Bruck. The Company N honor graduate is PFC Martin of Platoon 4006 from Panama City, Florida. PFC Martin was recruited by Sergeant Thomas. The honor graduate for Platoon 4007 is PFC DeVogue from Kent City, Michigan. PFC DeVogue was recruited by Staff Sergeant Frederick.
March.
Marching on to the parade ground are the combat marksmanship instructors of Platoon 3016 and Platoon 4006. The high shooter of Company M with a score of 338 out of 350 possible points is PFC Young. The high shooter of Company N with a score of 314 out of 350 possible points is PFC Marashevsky. Presenting the awards today are the combat marksmanship instructors responsible for instilling the knowledge and proficiency of the company high shooters. They are Sergeant Gring and Sergeant Hernandez. Ladies and gentlemen, the distinguished graduates of Company M and Company N.
Halt! March!
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of the Marines hymn and the final dismissal.
Company First Sergeant!
Ladies and gentlemen, the First Sergeants of Company N and Company M, First Sergeant Henderson and First Sergeant Walker.
All right, please. Come on, sir. Company First Sergeant reporting his order. Good morning, Mr. Talbot. Aye, sir.
Good morning, Mayor. Company First Sergeant reporting as ordered. I'm
Poster. Senior drill instructors, dismiss your platoons. Aye, First Sergeant.
Senior drill instructors! Dismiss your platoon! Aye, First Sergeant!
The senior drill instructors will now dismiss their platoons. This is the last and probably the most welcome order the new Marines receive from their senior drill instructors.
You guys have put in 12 long, tough weeks here at Parris Island, but today you can stand out here in front of family and friends and say, I am a United States Marine. What does that feel like?
It's amazing. I spent the past week learning how to be a guide, and that was probably the biggest challenge actually, but perfecting it was the main thing because as Marines we perfect everything, with drill, everything, and it's amazing.
Feel proud, feel honored. It was hard to earn the title, and it feels great to finally earn the title, and it's something that I'll cherish for the rest of my life, and I'll always be honored to say I am a United States Marine.
It feels great. It's a great accomplishment. I wanted to do something for my country, better myself.
What about for the drill instructors? What does graduation day mean to you guys?
Graduation for me, and probably a lot of drill instructors can agree, is that not only is it the end of a big accomplishment, a big journey, but a beginning of what lies ahead for them.
I know that boot camp is a tough grind. Ever a point where you thought to yourself or said to yourself, uh-oh, what have I done? What am I doing here? I can't do this.
Absolutely, absolutely. All the girls in our platoon, all the recruits and now Marines, the first 2 weeks are definitely the adjustment. That's when everybody was questioning their decision. But it's one day at a time, and really when you look at it, 3 months, it's just 3 months isn't that long. And for the commitment and everything, it's definitely worth it.
It's teamwork. You have to have someone else motivated beside you to keep you pushing forward. I've had my times where I felt like I couldn't go on, but then the person to my left and right, they be motivated and they will push you, they'll pick you up and tell you that yes, you can go on, you can do it, and that's what happens.
There's a point in boot camp where every single person, I want to quit, I want to go home, this is crazy. But then you look to your left and your right and you see all these other people like, wow, like they're still here, so why can't I be here? And that's how you build the camaraderie, become a family.
There has to be a point where some of these guys hit a wall, begin to doubt why they're here, begin to think maybe they should quit and go home. What do you guys as drill instructors, particularly you seniors, do to get them past those moments?
I remind them how far they have made it, because usually when that happens, there's two spots when it happens. It happens at the very beginning of training. No, don't worry, it's going to get better. You're going to get used to this stuff. And then halfway through training, for some reason, I always get the onesies and twosies that doubt themselves, and I have to remind them, how much they've already accomplished. And if they accomplish the things that they have in that short span of time, that they imagine what they could accomplish if they just keep going and keep pushing.
A week ago, following the Crucible, your drill instructors gathered you guys around for the emblem ceremony, and when you received the emblem that day, that Eagle, Globe, and Anchor was put into your hand, you basically became a Marine right then and there. Take me back to that moment. What was it like for you? What was going through your mind? What was it like emotionally when you received your emblem?
It was very gratifying. We're in the Crucible, we're divided up in teams, and each drill instructor has 12 recruits at the time, and we all pick the drill instructor that we want. And I wanted the toughest drill instructor we had, and it meant something when she put it in my hand and shook my hand, and she said, "Welcome to your second family," and I said, "Yes, ma'am." It was definitely very gratifying.
Emotionally, it felt like the whole island was alive. The November series, First Sergeant, she was giving a speech, and then she said something. She said some quote where it made you think, and then all of a sudden the wind just starts blowing, like the island knows that you're graduating, that you're becoming a Marine, and things like that. It was very emotional.
Finally got to shake a drill instructor's hand and to look into the senior drill instructor's eyes and see that proud look he had. There's no words can explain how I felt.
When my senior drill instructor, Staff Sergeant Byfield, put that emblem in my hand and told me good job, I knew everything was worth it. All the pain, the sweat, the tears, everything. I knew it was worth it, and you can't swallow with more pride than that.
Take me back to that moment from a drill instructor's perspective. What does the emblem ceremony mean to you?
To me, it's actually the defining moment. They've completed the Crucible, which is supposed to be the hardest point in Marine Corps boot camp training. So to me, it's like the defining moment. To me, it was special because I actually get to give them something, and they'll always remember that moment. They'll never, ever forget that moment no matter what. They'll always remember that moment of their life, that the day they got their Eagle, Globe, and Anchor.
But I myself, I always get choked up because it's just a great accomplishment, like what I've done, what my drill instructors have done, and what my family has been through, being gone, to be here to train them. It's just a big emotional roller coaster, and it's a great feeling.